All right, here's another large layout. And again, we're looking at really parking trains on your layout and leaving them on there for an extended period of time. So you're not having to uh, move them onto the layout, into storage, back onto the layout, that type of thing. This is the lower level, and it accommodates long trains or shorter trains. And the primary feature of this is a one-to-many, many-to-one track arrangement. You can see the red is just one line in and or out, however you want to do it, but it forces a split. And in each instance, you could reverse. So it gives you optimum operation on your lower level parking. It also offers a smaller train reversing loop. A couple of them, the lower level does, in the green and that more plum color, pink color line. So here we're on the second level. We've got a couple operational zones: the green, magenta. We've got the reversing loop coming up on the mezzanine for smaller 12 cars or under. It'll also accommodate a 55 car, at least in the simulator, maybe even longer, train going through it. It's got an outer perimeter in the yellow line, which could be a bypass, or you could just keep it onto the level 2 or bring it down or up to the levels you want. So you can switch it around there. There is some parking available as well, and we'll be moving on to level 3 now. And it basically has the same configuration. And this is really just a copy and paste in SCARM, stacking and then changing elevations with height shifts, which is a pretty nice feature. And I've never built elevations, so when I build them, I think that's going to be a plus to have them stacked. And the stacking is also used in the ramp switchback so that you're maximizing, optimizing the space as you would in any staircase going from floor to floor. So it's nothing new. It's just new, I guess, new to me. And another thing about this layout, it's actually in 2 different rooms. So the switchback ramps are in one room, and really the switching layout operations are in another room. And that's a problem. I haven't quite figured out how that's going to work with just one operator. So we're close to moving into the 3D. Oh, we're going to look at slopes here. So there's only one slope that is over the 2.5% grade, and you can see it in yellow on the outside of the ramp. And that is primarily due to, well, the room size and just not being able to fudge that anymore. So here we are on the mid-level, and we've got one parking area in the ramp section that you'll see in the 3D simulator. We'll go past that, but you'll recognize that it is flat and the ramp it moves alongside of it. And here we are on the top elevation coming up, and this is where the major parking is for the upper levels, and where the 0% is, that's parking. You can get maybe 3, maybe even 4 trains parked there and still run a continuous loop long train on the outer. So here I'm trying to show that a train can be reversed, a long train. And here's how it's done. So you can switch it either way at that junction, at that switch right there. But for the case here, we're going to run the long train all the way to the top. We definitely want to get this pathway and we're going to be moving into 3D coming up. 3D of the lower level with the train on it. Got to turn on some layers that I forgot to get lit up. Get that text out of there. Not that it would show in 3D, but here it is. We're going to the top. And we're gonna do this hopefully with a couple back and forth bird's eye orbits as well as cab view, but the cab view tends to become a little bit nauseating at times. We're running high speed, 100%. I'm not going to time this one. I don't know how long it takes to go up and down round trip, but here we're taking the short way through the mid-level, and we're going to switch out here and not go down, but go up. And we're on the switchback ramp configuration in that room. Coming around, I think these are 54s on the radius, that turn. And the minimal turn on the main lines is 42. I think there's a couple 42s somewhere, but want to get those turns as sweeping as possible. And we do have a couple expensive Ross curved turnouts, so that's divergent and continuous are both curved in order to make that layout work. Here we're climbing into the parking or the reverse loop on the level 3. We're going to come around here. This is where you could have other long trains parked. You could bring in an existing or the long train you're running, park it, move out a parked train as well. So you can do that from the top or the lower level. And I think these parked trains can run maybe 20 car in most of the upper and lower parking areas. So the idea in both the unrealistic prior video is to look at parking arrangements and to consider different ideas, ladder configurations for parking. There's some nice ones, I think, at least in the exaggerated layout, the prior layout with some what are the Gargrave 100s, and those things are, I look forward to being able to use those. I'd like to really see how trains move through those, but they make good ladders. And we are coming around. We are going to be coming to the end of this video shortly, and really it's just a way to show planning in the way that it doesn't cost anything. You make mistakes with the computer aided designs and it doesn't cost anything, but you do that out in the field, you do that on the build, and man, that can add up to a lot of costs. So it's coming in on the Mini, it's leaving on the One, and it is fully operational as a continuous loop now from bottom to top. And again, you could be running a few other trains, but when you run a long train like this, you're going to be hogging up some lines. You're going to be taking up some lines. Thanks for watching.